You may have gone through many years without realizing that three natural forces have been quietly shaping your health and longevity. Once you understand them, you will see your body in a completely different way. I am Ethan Marshall, a 60-year-old physician in the United States, and I have spent more than 3 decades studying natural health and the restoration of the body through the most fundamental laws of life. Today, I want to begin with a statement that may startle you. Most of what you call healing is merely an attempt to fix the consequences of our long separation from nature. If you knew the 3 angels that our ancestors once relied upon, your health might look entirely different. Before I go deeper, remember to subscribe, like, and share this video so we can continue bringing meaningful and helpful knowledge to more people. In ancient teachings, Jesus referred to air, water, and light as the angels of Mother Earth. To me, this is not religious language or metaphor. It is an accurate description of the 3 most powerful natural forces human beings can rely on to restore the body and purify the mind. Ancient records of the Essenes, a reclusive group living before the Common Era, show that they did not see water, air, or light as mere physical substances, but as subtle companions capable of guiding the body back into balance. They rose before dawn, welcomed the first light, breathed in pure morning air, ate from the earth, and used water to cleanse both the outside and inside of the body. What impresses me is not the mystical tone, but the consistency across time. Whether 2,000 years ago or today, the human body obeys the same natural laws. When we live away from sunlight, breathe shallowly, and overload the body with toxins, illness emerges as an inevitable result. Modern studies show that more than 70% of chronic diseases are connected to our loss of alignment with nature. It is like trying to operate a delicate machine while constantly ignoring the basic conditions it requires. It is no surprise that the body gradually loses its ability to repair itself. The ancient teachings never instructed us to seek complex methods. They simply reminded us that humans are healthiest when living in harmony with natural rhythms. When we open the door to sunlight, breathe deeply in the early morning, and allow water to cleanse the body, we activate the innate self-healing mechanisms we already possess. The Essenes preserved this understanding for generations because they knew that health is not mystical. It is the result of living with nature, not against it. Now, I would like to end this first section with a question. In your opinion, which element have modern humans lost the most? A. The connection with nature. B. The ability to listen to the body. Leave your choice in the comments. Deep breathing is a fundamental physiological action that profoundly influences the body's internal environment. At the cellular level, increased oxygen supply optimizes oxidation processes, supports the Krebs cycle, and produces ATP, while enhancing the breakdown of harmful metabolic byproducts. At the systemic level, breath regulates blood pressure, balances plasma pH through CO2 control, and directly affects the autonomic nervous system by increasing parasympathetic tone and reducing sympathetic activity, thereby lowering cortisol, slowing heart rate, and stabilizing blood pressure. From the standpoint of traditional physiology and natural healing schools such as those described by Ehret, Jensen, and Walker, breath is viewed as the primary method of purification, not only cleansing the airways but also promoting circulation and lymphatic flow to transport and remove metabolic waste and toxins from tissues. The concept of tissue constipation, described by Jensen and Walker, highlights that when oxygen is insufficient at the tissue level, local elimination is impaired, leading to intracellular waste buildup and inflammatory mediators. Therefore, deep breathing not only improves gas exchange, but also initiates detoxification at the tissue level. Clinically, breath directly affects digestive function and colon motility through neural reflex pathways. Controlling the diaphragm and breathing rhythm creates fluctuating intra-abdominal pressure, stimulating peristalsis and aiding elimination. Additionally, Systematic breathing practices improve sleep quality and regulate circadian rhythms through interactions with the brainstem respiratory centers and hypothalamus, supporting restorative processes during proper rest. Practically structured breathing cycles, such as inhaling deeply through the nose for 46 seconds, gently holding for 1 to 2 seconds, and exhaling slowly through the nose or pursed lips for 6 or 8 seconds, have been shown to enhance parasympathetic activity and reduce anxiety. Integrating simple breathing exercises for 10 to 15 minutes in the morning and afternoon can significantly improve energy, mood, and digestive function in older adults or individuals with chronic illness. Combined breathing and gentle movement practices, such as slow rhythmic walking, further optimize gas exchange in the lower lungs and reduce poorly ventilated lung regions, an important factor in preventing respiratory decline with aging. In summary, deep breathing is a primary and practical healing strategy with clear physiological foundations and multidimensional effects on tissue oxygenation, neuroendocrine balance, and elimination. Applying structured breathing techniques is a simple, safe, and highly effective intervention to restore the body's natural rhythm and reduce the burden on its elimination systems. Water plays a central role in the body's cleansing mechanisms and is not a passive substance. From the perspective of traditional therapies and natural lifestyle philosophies, water is regarded as the primary means of eliminating waste, maintaining tissue fluidity, and preserving normal physiological function. In the framework presented by Walker and Jensen, the colon is described as the sewer system of the entire body. When flow is obstructed, protein breakdown byproducts and bacterial metabolites accumulate, producing toxic compounds locally and spreading them through circulation, leading to systemic endotoxemia, chronic inflammation, and multi-organ dysfunction. Therefore, maintaining colon flow with water and proper cleansing techniques is foundational to any healing intervention. Arrett adds that bathing and internal cleansing are not merely surface cleaning measures, but activate deeper elimination processes. Because when the body is adequately hydrated and elimination pathways are unobstructed, natural self-cleansing mechanisms such as lymphatic flow and kidney filtration operate more effectively, removing residual toxins stored in tissues. Traditional Essene practice, viewing colon cleansing as a purification ritual, reflects the long-held belief that digestive purity directly correlates with mental clarity. Using water to cleanse the colon, when performed properly, restores transport function and prevents internal fermentation and putrefaction. Clinically, chronic constipation and its widespread effects on the nervous, endocrine, and immune systems are recognized as root causes of persistent disorders. Colon cleansing therapies, including supervised enemas and adjustments in water intake, fasting, and consumption of water-rich foods, have shown effectiveness in reducing symptoms and restoring motility. However, caution is necessary. Overuse of laxatives or inappropriate cleansing techniques can cause electrolyte imbalance and mechanical damage. Therefore, natural methods described in traditional literature should be prioritized. Adequate daily hydration, consumption of water-rich and fiber-rich foods to maintain soft stool and regular motility, and the use of cleansing techniques when needed under appropriate guidance. Modern clinical observations also confirm the relationship between gut status and systemic inflammation. Restoring gut balance through water and appropriate nutrition reduces the burden on the liver, kidneys, and lymphatic system, supporting recovery. In summary, water is not only a solvent for life, but also a primary tool for restoring tissue fluidity, releasing stored toxins, and maintaining the body's sewer system. Proper application of hydration, water-rich nutrition, and cleansing practices is fundamental, practical, and systematic in any natural healing program. Sunlight plays a profound and multifaceted physiological role, serving not only as a source of visual energy, but also as a systemic biological regulator. Biochemically, UVB radiation activates the conversion of 7-dehydrocholesterol into pre-vitamin D3 in the skin, leading to the synthesis of vitamin D essential for calcium phosphate balance, bone health, and immune function. Simultaneously, morning light stimulates retinal photoreceptors, sending signals to the hypothalamus and the suprachiasmatic nucleus, thereby regulating circadian rhythms, distributing melatonin according to day-night cycles, and improving sleep quality when these rhythms are synchronized. Systemically, sunlight's effects extend beyond vitamin D. It triggers endothelial responses such as the release of nitric oxide from the skin under UVA, which promotes vasodilation and blood pressure regulation, while also influencing the neuroendocrine axis by reducing pro-inflammatory cytokines and oxidative stress molecules, contributing to lower chronic inflammation and improved cardiovascular health. From the viewpoint of traditional healing, the Essene practice of greeting the sunrise reflects an understanding that morning light is not merely a time signal, but a restorative ritual aligning heart rate, breath, and mental state for the day. Ehret emphasizes that sunbathing enhances elimination and vital energy, increasing the effectiveness of regenerative processes when the body is properly rested. Clinically, moderate sunlight exposure correlates with improved mood, reduced seasonal depression, increased daytime alertness, and support for cognitive function in older adults. Light also facilitates muscle recovery through hormone regulation, contributing to greater endurance and better physical performance. However, the healing effect of light depends on timing, intensity, and wavelength profile. Morning light, with its warm blue spectrum, synchronizes circadian rhythms, while intense midday UV increases the risk of skin damage, photoaging, and skin cancer if overexposed. Thus, appropriate light application requires balance. Receiving sunlight in the early morning for short durations tailored to skin type and geography offers biological benefits without harm. Older individuals or those with darker skin may require longer exposure due to reduced vitamin D synthesis, while those on photosensitive medications or with a history of skin damage must be cautious. In conclusion, sunlight is a natural healing factor with strong physiological foundations. It synchronizes biological rhythms, strengthens immunity, and supports elimination through various molecular and systemic mechanisms. Informed use of sunlight, prioritizing morning exposure, avoiding sunburn, adjusting duration individually, is a practical strategy for harnessing this subtle yet powerful energy for health restoration and maintenance. When considering air, water, and light within the body's biological system, it becomes clear that these elements do not operate independently, but form a mutually supportive network that maintains internal balance and optimizes the body's self-repair capacity. Deep breathing enhances tissue oxygenation and lymphatic flow, enabling efficient transport of waste. Water provides the medium for dissolving and eliminating these substances while maintaining tissue fluidity and optimal viscosity of bodily fluids. Light regulates circadian and endocrine rhythms, ensuring that regenerative cycles occur at the proper time of day, creating harmony between detoxification and repair. When applied correctly, the integration of these natural elements helps relieve metabolic burden and restore coordinated functioning between the nervous, endocrine, and immune systems. In natural healing philosophies such as those reflected in Essene traditions and the teachings of Ehret, the combination of natural factors is not intended to impose strong interventions, but to activate the body's inherent healing mechanisms. Light fasting or reduced eating, combined with deep breathing, proper hydration, and appropriate light exposure, allows the digestive system to rest, reduces the production of burdensome metabolic byproducts, and enhances detoxification efficiency. Physiologically, reduced digestive load increases blood flow to peripheral tissues and detoxification organs such as the liver and kidneys. Meanwhile, light synchronizes endocrine rhythms and supports nighttime regeneration, and breath ensures stable oxygen supply for cellular repair. This creates a synergistic cycle. Breath optimizes metabolism. Water maintains transport and elimination. Light regulates repair timing. When these practices are performed consistently, the body gradually regains flexibility, reduces systemic inflammation, and improves the function of vital organs such as the lungs, kidneys, liver, and colon. Historical accounts show that the Essenes sustained health, longevity, and mental stability by living in alignment with these elements. This reflects the principle that health is not the result of emergency interventions, but the outcome of a lifestyle consistent with natural laws. Therefore, integrating breath, water, and light into daily life in a purposeful and systematic way is a simple yet foundational method for restoring the body's natural state. This is also the basis of any long-term healing program, for the body can only rebuild itself when supported by the biological laws that have always governed human life. The harmonious integration of air, water, and light forms a natural healing foundation known for thousands of years, preserved in traditions such as the Essenes, and later explained through modern physiology. When these elements are combined properly, the body not only releases accumulated burdens, but also reactivates its innate capacity for self-repair. Deep breathing clears energetic and gaseous pathways. Water ensures a stable cleansing environment. Light aligns biological timing and supports regeneration. These principles, though ancient, remain fully compatible with today's human physiology. One of the most important lessons is that recovery does not come from complex methods, but from restoring the body's natural rhythms. By maintaining daily deep breathing, sufficient hydration, water-rich foods, and a few minutes of morning sunlight, the body gradually reestablishes balance and strengthens health sustainably. Which of the three elements, air, water, or light, do you feel you are lacking the most and want to improve first? Share your thoughts in the comments. To receive a specialized ebook on health and natural healing, please fill out the form in the description. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video to help spread valuable knowledge to more people.